Hey, this is Rachel from the blog thislovelylittle.farmhouse.com. This is my mom, Missy, and her blog is ramblinrosefarmhouse.com. So be sure and check it out. This past weekend we went on a little road trip and went shopping at a barn sale. And so today we're going to show y'all some of the things that we both got and what we typically look for to go with our farmhouse style decorating, because that's kind of both what we like. So we're just going to show you what we look for and the things that we got. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to show y'all some of the small things and then kind of work my way up, and then we'll go back and forth. So one thing that I got is this little butter mold. Very farmhouse. I mean, this is something they used on a daily basis when they made their butter.
I got one too. Mine's a little bit bigger.
We're just getting apart. And one thing I really like about it, it has the dovetail on the corners of it, which is just a really neat old detail.
And I actually have a collection of butter molds, old butter molds, because I make butter a lot and I use my molds sometimes to do that. So I don't have one just like this one.
This little platter was definitely my deal of the trip. I saw this thing sitting on a little table for $2 and I snatched it up. It's just really pretty detail around it. And we actually figured out after we got home that my mom has, not a set, but a few different dishes that match this perfectly that my dad got for her before they even married.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
I
love my
her
pieces.
to marry him with China.
He might have. That might be what happened. So I just got this oval, this white oval platter, which I think is great because it goes with anything, and I use my platters like this a lot. And I also got some Blue Ridge pottery plates. I have plain white dishes is what I use regularly in my home, but I like plates like this to add a little bit of color. So mainly I use them to decorate with my other ones. So these are all Blue Ridge pottery. And they were all really good prices, so I picked those up.
I also got this ironstone bowl. If you watched my video on things that I look for in antique stores, thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, ironstone was one of them. And I saw this. I think this was the only ironstone that I even saw there. The guy had it way overpriced and I got ripped off on it. But I got it anyway. So I'm going to tell y'all, when you go to things like barn sales or antique stores, places that people are reselling stuff, always ask for them to take less, because people who go set up booths like that intentionally price it a little bit higher because they know that people are going to ask them to take less money. So they price it higher so that you can go down to the price they really want. I should have asked for him to take less on this because I'm sure he would have.
So I didn't see that before. This is the first time I'm seeing it, but this is really like a little footed bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's a good thing she saw it before I did.
There's a couple things that was a good thing I saw.
Yeah.
It's Royal Ironstone China, Alfred Meekin from England. So that's what this one is. And it's got lots of crazing, all the little cracks and stuff. It has so much character. My whiskey jug. I saw this. This was one of those things I saw before Mama did. And she probably would have snatched it up if she had seen it.
Well, when she showed it to me, I said, why do you find all the cute stuff?
Because I take longer to look. She's like a tornado through there looking at everything, but she misses half of it. I look very slow and systematically, so I see more stuff. But anyway, Henry McKenna whiskey, I just really like the blue and white of it to put on the shelf. And I thought it was neat that it still had the cork.
It's really pretty. And so, then what did you do?
Well, then I bought it. And then we were at a flea market. And after she said she liked it, I ended up seeing another one, a Big Daddy one, in the flea market. And so she got the flea market one, and I got the barn sale one.
So she found me one too.
Matching jugs.
And I love it. I just think it's so pretty. The design on it is so pretty. So I was excited that she found me one.
These adorable little concrete trucks. We saw them when we first went into the barn sale, and he had them marked for $25 a piece, which I've recently become obsessed with toy trucks, especially when they're red. The old metal ones. I just really love them. I've gotten a couple. And I really liked them, but I thought that was too much. So I waited. I was like, okay, we'll wait and see if he still has them later. Mom went back when we went Saturday morning, and she got them both for $15 a piece instead of $25 a piece. So that was really exciting. So we have matching little coffee.
Yeah, so we split.
We obviously have the same style because we have a lot of the same stuff that we look for and that we buy.
Yeah, our taste is definitely the same.
For little trucks. And hers is in better condition. It's got like the little flap.
It's got a little thing here.
Spout on the back, and but mine has a
But
windshield.
hers has a windshield. Mine's missing the windshield. But they're really neat. They actually turn.
Yours doesn't turn.
And then it's got the little thing
Dump
here
bed.
to
How
make
cool.
it. Yeah, well, mine got. Let me see what's going on. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so anyway.
So anyway, my obsession with little trucks. You'll see more in the future because I love them.
Yeah, her obsession's wearing off on me too. So.
Oh,
you did.
I have another truck. See, I told you I'm obsessed. This one I found first. And I would have preferred it to all be red, which I saw one and I was being polite and the man snatched it away. I should have went and got it before he got it. But I got this big one, a Structo. The lady gave me some story about how they're rare, but I don't really think they are. But I got this for maybe $5 less than she had marked, so not bad. And it actually has like a hydraulic bed, which is pretty neat. It's in really good condition. Also in my other video about the things I look for, I always look for linens, antique linens, and I don't have very many right now, but I am adding to my collection. I found this beautiful table runner.
Look how pretty that is.
I actually got it at a flea market that we went to after the barn sale. $3.
It's another one of those things. It's a good thing she saw it.
Couldn't go home without it. And I also at the same basket actually found this little square crochet doily, and I think I'm gonna iron it flat and make a pillow cover out of it. That was really cute.
And I always shop for linens too because I love antique linens, but I only got one on this trip, this little bitty tiny one, but I think it's really pretty, and I love to use these in my house, just decorating with them.
And this is like a tatted one. Like it's so detailed.
It's very, very
And someone sat there and did that. Like, no telling how long it took to sit there and do that edging. Okay, we had to take a break to deal with the situation, and we're back with
the situation.
the situation. So this little wood box is another thing I got. It's another little thing that I saw that Mama missed, and I snagged it up. It is a sewing machine oil box, and it's really old. It has the stamp on it, the dovetail corners and stuff. I just really love it. And I love little boxes and things like this because they're great for organizing and putting little things in your house. And they give it just a really good farmhouse style.
Love little boxes. So this is one of the things I got. It's just this old sifter with the little designs on it. And I just thought it was really cute. And so
I almost didn't even ask about this because normally little scales and things are really expensive. But this is one that I saw on the table, and I asked her about it, and she wants $6 for it. So I thought I couldn't pass it up for that. It's an old little postal scale is what it is. And they're always cute just to have in a vignette or sitting on your cabinet or something like that.
the baskets are one of the things that I'm always looking for. This was a handmade by a local person there, this little basket that I got, and I love it. I always fall for the baskets that are kind of different and unique. And this one, I felt like it really was. It's big. I've never seen a basket shaped like this before. And I thought it looked like it was made for like loaves of French bread or something like that. But I really like this basket. And so anyway, this was my favorite basket that I got on this trip. And I did get one other one. I have no idea what kind of basket it is. It's a basket. But I had never seen anything like this. I'm sure it has a purpose, so if anybody knows what the purpose is, I would love to know. But I thought that it was unique, and I thought it would be cute, like hanging on a wall and kind of like with a flower arrangement or something here, or even like laying on a table to make a centerpiece for a tablescape, something like that. So I'm not really sure what I'll end up doing with it, maybe using it a few different ways. But anyway, so this is one of the baskets that I got.
I got a couple baskets too. If you happen to watch that other video I keep referencing, baskets is one of the things that I say I always look for. So, and this style of basket in particular, I am in love with. This one, I got from the same guy that had the overpriced ironstone bowl, and I just instantly loved it when I saw it. So this is one of the little ones I got, and I also got this great big one, same style. As you can tell, I really love that style, and just really big. Oh, there's something in there.
Oh, it sure is.
Really nice, and I was super excited to find it. This one I actually found at a store that we were going to after we went to the flea market, and it was 20% off, so I was really excited. Another thing that I recently decided I wanted to look for, because I had seen some in some photographs and I thought they looked really neat, are the flower frogs.
Yeah.
So this is one that I found, and I just really loved it. I love the green paint that's kind of worn off in places, and the shape of it and all that. So got this little flower frog.
And I do collect flower frogs, and I have several glass ones, but I have never seen one like this before. It's almost like its own little vase because it's solid on the bottom and it has the holes, and so this would hold water inside of it. And so I got this one because it was different. I use them when I do flower arrangements in something wide, like a bucket or a big container, because it really helps your flowers to stand up straight. So they're kind of a useful thing to collect. And I don't have any of the old, well, I do now, I have two of the old wire ones like this. All of the ones I have are glass, but I did get these two flower frogs also.
I got this old enamel pan. Enamel's one of those things that I said I look for. There you go. I think it's going to be great for pictures. That's why I got it, to take pictures in. So,
Alright, so a couple of things that I got for my house. One is this soap holder. This is made to go over the side of a cast iron clawfoot tub, which is what I have in my bathroom. Are you excited about it? And so I had been just using some makeshift things and needed something, and so I found this and I got it. And actually my tub, one side of it's against the wall, and it has all these teeny tiny little scratches all along that edge, and I always wondered what they were from, why they were there. Well, as soon as I got this and put it on there, I realized this is what all those little bitty scratches on the tub came from. It's just a holder just like this for the soap. So this is something I've needed for a long time and was pretty excited to find. And then the other thing is a vintage dish drain rack. I wash all my dishes by hand, and so I definitely use dish drain racks, and I just thought this one was really cool, so I got it.
I have two more things left to show y'all, and I definitely saved the best for last.
You have 3 things.
What? Oh,
She has 3 things left to show you.
this one, I kind of have a little bit of buyer's remorse about it, but I still think it's going to be really neat. It was at the same shop I got the big basket from. It's a big set of test tubes with a holder. And when I saw it, I just thought it would be really neat to have little sprigs of flowers or something coming up out of it to sit in my windowsill. So just really unique and interesting.
I love it.
And I think it's so neat. So I have 2 more things, and I think they're definitely my favorite purchases of the trip. They're both things that I have wanted for a long time. They're not on my list of things I look for because typically they're way out of my price range. My budget is pretty low right now, so if it's too high, I just can't buy it. I can't afford to, but you can Jew these people down at the barn sales and stuff, so I was really excited. So let me show you this beautiful handmade bead sack quilt. I love old quilts, but they are always way out of my price range. Usually a quilt like this would be in the multiple hundreds to buy. This one was at the same shop that I got the test tubes and the basket from. When we walked in the shop, we were like, we shouldn't even go in here. This is not where we're gonna find stuff. And then I ended up finding some really good deals. So it was marked $60, which at that price point is a really good price for this quality. It's not all tattered. It just has a couple of tiny little holes. So even at $60, I would have been happy and I would have gotten it. But on top of that, it was like 25% off. So I got this quilt for $48, which is, I've never seen an antique quilt in this condition that was that cheap. So I was super excited. So this is my second favorite thing of the whole entire trip. My top favorite thing that I bought, oh, you were gone, is this big old crock. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, but they are expensive and I haven't dropped the money to get one. It was at the barn sale, and so I ended up offering the guy less money for it, and he took my offer. So I paid $15 less than what he had marked. Don't be afraid to ask people, because they do intentionally price stuff up. So he probably was really happy with the price he got for it. But one of the reasons I really liked it is because of the acorn on it. I've never seen another one with an acorn. They usually have the crown or the maple leaf, which I really like the maple leaf. But I really, really liked this specific one. He had 3 or 4 of them, but this is the one I had my eye on. I walked by it, I said I'm gonna wait, I didn't want to spend all the money, and then I walked back by and it was gone, and I was just, oh Mom, I should have got it. I waited and now it's gone. And then I looked up and he had moved it up to a prominent place in his display, and I saw it. So after that I was like, okay, I'm gonna go offer him less and see if he'll take it, and he did. So this was my favorite purchase of the weekend. I'm so excited to have it, and it made it all the way home. Went in one piece.
One of the kind of stranger things that I got at the barn sale was a bundle of fabric, a half a bundle of fabric actually. So it's this great blue and white buffalo check. Like, I love the fabric, I love the color of it. I don't know if you can see the shape of it, but it's a whole big bundle of fabric.
Somebody obviously started making something.
Right, or it's the leftovers. Actually, there was a lady standing there holding the bundle of fabric, debating on whether she was going to get it because it was pretty huge. And so I looked up and I saw it and I said, oh, that's pretty. And we started talking and we found out we have a lot of stuff in common. We like a lot of the same things. So I made a new friend at the barn sale. Her name is Lark. So if you're watching this, Lark, I'm loving my fabric. But we ended up splitting the bundle. She said, oh, do you want to split it with me? And so I said, sure, I'll split it with you. So we paid for the bundle and then we split it up. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I have several of these pieces. I know one of the things is going to be pillows. And I had actually been looking for fabric like this, but I never found any that was blue and white. It was mostly blue and like a cream, and so I was kind of excited to get that. And then the other thing that I got, which is probably the thing I was the most excited about, was this milk glass, this antique milk glass light fixture. I've been looking for something to put over my sink. And I'm really not positive if this is going to work, but that's where I had in mind when I got it. I think it's really beautiful. The person that sold it to me told me that it came out of a house that was built in the early 1900s. And they were, I don't remember if she said they were tearing it down or renovating it, one or the other. But anyway, so I really like this. So we had a really good time. It was fun shopping together. We always love to shop together. Although we kind of sometimes want the same items, so we have to work that out.
And she has an antique booth, so she kind of knows what things are worth and all that a lot better than I do. So I would kind of get stressed out when she wasn't there and I saw something I liked because I couldn't say, is this a good price or is this too much? But yeah, I always like shopping with her for stuff like this because she knows a lot more of the value of all the stuff.
that is why I go to these places a lot of times, because I am looking for things for my antique booth, but I always find things for my house too, for me. So anyway, we had a good time, and I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing the things that we got. We just thought it might be helpful to you to see what we look for and what items that we use to decorate our homes in a farmhouse style. So this is it. These are the things we do.
I hope y'all like this, where we showed what we got from the barn sale, the things that we look for, and the real farmhouse things that we decorate our house with. I love things that are both old, decorative, and functional. So like the platter, I can decorate with that and I can use it. The little box, it's decorative, but it's useful. So I really love things that are both decorative and useful and fit my style. Hope y'all enjoyed watching this. Check out my other video. I'll link to it in the description of the farmhouse decor items that we look for at thrift stores and garage sales. And also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you'll get notifications when I put up new videos. Also, you can check me out on Instagram. I'll put a link for that below, and my Facebook and my Pinterest. Thank y'all for joining us today. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye. That's going to be a lot of editing. And are you going to treasure too? Did we get to show you?
Of course.
And, I should say okay. And one thing I really like about this one, okay. And one thing I really like about it is Are you done? An antique stores. Oh. It's oh, so you can put little things
My leg is cramped.
Goodness. What a disaster. This is going to take hours to edit.
I'm sorry. Okay. I think this was okay though. Here, you want to hold it? You want to hold it?
Yeah, until you said, oh, my leg got a cramp. Oh, oh. Thank you. Get it back. I have been wanting one of these.
You see the chickens? She sees the chickens.
There's chickens outside. That's a wrap.
Can
Say,
you
cut.
Can you tell them bye?
Cut.
Can you tell them bye? Say bye bye.
Bye. Bye.